dog owners have an opportunity to see what your dog is capable of. I've been doing this program now for close to 4 years. It's changed, evolved, and grown, and getting different. Sometimes I say I don't have a lot to do with it, which sounds silly, but it's just like this 3 days. We've had some really gnarly dogs come in the program, like we can't even talk. And an accumulation of 6 hours, they're in group class. And sometimes there's times like, I don't know what the hell happened. Like, this is amazing. Why is the whining stopping? It doesn't make any sense. As soon as I gain ground and have a game plan with this dog, she puts a kink in everything and changes everything that we thought about her. That was incredible. I'm happy with that. I'm over the moon with that. Very rarely do I see somebody that has a healthy relationship with their dog. Yeah.
Wow, I never really would have thought that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Like when a dog walks into a room, he shouldn't have a meltdown. There's no reason.
Right.
I hate to see it because the dog is in such a disarray of emotions. Like, it's very unhealthy. I'm like, that shouldn't be the case. Oh. It's like somebody sitting there like, oh, do you see that? What was that? Like just constantly like freaking out.
Right.
They come in here and they're like, I want to fight everybody. You're like, dude, what is your problem?
Right.
That's exactly what it's like. You're sitting down eating breakfast at a restaurant and a guy comes in and says, I'm fighting everybody in here. And you're like, there's something wrong with you.
When I first came in, I was afraid, petrified really, to bring Tux anywhere near another human being that I wasn't familiar with, or I was worried about running into kids or running into other dogs. So I had a level of intensity every time we did go out in public, you know.
The reason why I think he's very fearful and insecure and just reactive is because if he actually had a problem with me, it wouldn't be this.
Right.
He's desperately trying to get back to you. So it really comes down to him looking at you like, I got this, but I don't want to get it. Comes into a room, he's like, you take the back seat, but I don't know how to drive. But it's interesting, his dynamic, right? Especially because you guys probably haven't had an opportunity for someone to be like, oh, your dog looks like he wants to eat me, let me have him.
Yeah, right.
Where now you're seeing like, oh crap, like, because normally if somebody comes into your house, that's enough for them to go, I'm out of here.
Right.
But that's what he wants. Just like the person that's like, I'm big and I'm bad, they're only doing that because they don't know what to do. This is Tux, obviously German Shepherd, he's reactive. He's a big baby. That's what's going on. Put him on your left side where your hand is. Yep, perfect.
Come.
Okay, stop for a second. So your leash is gonna go right here, which it is. And when you're handling, you wanna be able to, or sit. And right now, when he's turning, he's coming around, and then your leash is hooked up like this, and you're kind of dragging him through. So you wanna take your collar, turn it a little bit so it's angled right here towards you. And when you're handling him, right now what's happening is in order for your correction to happen or for you to touch the actual dog, is you have to come all the way up to get, like you have to come all the way up here. So you gotta choke up enough to where you can just flick your wrist and it touches him. It's gonna take a couple minutes, but keep working on it. Slow down a little bit. Yes, good, nice.
Good boy.
He's a dog you want to slow down. You don't want to speed him up. But what's really beneficial in this program, I find, is, yeah, sure, little things with handling, but also just like how to handle, like with clients, what to do. People ask me like, how do I start filming? How do I get more clients? How do I do this? And the reality is like, you just have to try to separate yourself and be different, because you talk to a dog trainer, like, yeah, some dog trainers are better than others, for sure. But the reality is when it comes down to is like, do people like you? Do they relate to you? Can they learn from you? Inside turn. There.
Yeah.
And then you just inside, and it just. Tux is doing amazing. Over here, this is a dog that we couldn't even talk in the same room. He was so reactive. And so he's in group class right now with almost 10 other dogs and 20 plus people, and he's walking in group. And this is something that we do at the Upstate Canine Academy every single month. This is a 3-day transformation program, and I'm grateful to be able to offer it. We've been offering it for years, but this is what we do every month. We take in the most reactive dogs and then get them into group class within our program. And really, the proprietary thing that I really try to focus on, other than what other people are doing, is working on the owners. Like I haven't even touched that dog. I grabbed the leash in the first 10 minutes I met him, and then he ran back to his owner, and I haven't touched him. So working through the owner so the training is sustainable. If you guys are working on leash reactivity, you shouldn't hire a dog trainer. You should hire a coach. It's really what you need to be successful, because dog trainers are good with dogs. If I take that dog and do really great, it's not gonna help them at home. But this dog is crushing it in group class. This is something that we do every single month, and I'm so proud of these guys. If you guys are struggling with your dogs, I'll leave a link in the description where you guys can reach out to join this 3-day program. We usually sell it out a couple months in advance, and we're doing the shadow program for dog trainers. If you wanna come watch the whole process, have lunch with me, talk about it, stuff in between. It's a lot of fun, but this is what we do. Change dog owners' lives. Dogs are the easy part. The owners need the work usually. He's doing great. Look, he's just chilling. He's got dogs working. Like, this is how I want everybody to live with their dog. When he came in, he was barking and reacting so much that we couldn't even talk.
I can't hear you.
Get a little closer. An accumulation of less than 4 hours, right? We did 2 private sessions, an hour each, and then we did an accumulation of group stuff, an accumulation of less than 4 hours. He's laying down, there's dogs barking, there's dogs moving, there's 2 other dogs here, and he's fairly calm. Actually, he's really calm considering where he was. So it's really good to see. I'm really happy for you guys, just because where he was before, I'm looking at it like, oh man, I feel terrible for this dog because he feels like crap, you know? But now he's like really handling stuff.
I'm amazed that we were in a room with all those dogs. Well, we have 10, 12 dogs in there, and Tux was handling it. And that made me so happy, because the poor dog's been stressed out. He's stressed out, I'm stressed out, you know? So now it was really a great success story to watch him evolve from the moment we walked in to now when we're leaving to go home.